So I want to go over the splitting on tax burdens and how to institute a tax in a perfectly competitive market. What we're going to see is a lot, and I'll just put down a rule before we even begin. Here we have a supply and demand curve with basically equal elasticities, and the burden of the tax, the splitting of the tax, will depend on the elasticities of the two curves. So here we have the same elasticity, the tax is going to be split equally. So whichever curve is more inelastic will bear more of the tax. So here, they're have the same elasticity, so they're going to split the tax evenly. And how we draw tax, you can either go above or below. And basically what we're going to say is let's say this is going to be my tax. And if I institute the full tax and say this was my equilibrium price, and I put the full tax to the consumers, well, if I go over, there's going to be enormous deadweight loss. This whole triangle will be deadweight loss, and our quantity will go from Q1 to Q tax. And there's incredible inefficiency in the market here. And the same thing is true if I have producers pay for the whole tax. What's going to happen is this is, and actually it's going to go a little lower. This would be the quantity with the tax if producers took the whole tax. So both of these result in huge inefficiencies and huge deadweight loss. So what we do is we split the tax between the producer and the consumer. So this is going to be the price consumers pay. And this is going to be the price producers receive after the tax. And then we just go over from what the producers get to the supply curve. This is going to set my quantity with the tax. We go up to the demand curve and over. And this is my tax revenue. Here is the amount of the tax. Here's my consumer surplus, my producer surplus, and all of this is lost surplus due to the tax. So this is my deadweight loss.